Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be talking about Australian Invitation Round Prediction 2026. Will you get invited? I'm also going to explain occupation ceilings. So it's Edwin here. Welcome back to my channel. Just to give you guys an idea of how the invitation works. Nothing really fantastic. So welcome back to my channel. So in this video, we'll be looking at if you've already gotten invited, no need for you to do that. So occupation ceiling, invitation round. Then we also look at competitive scores and then likely predictions that we're going to have. So all these things are going to help you as you enter into the upcoming financial year. You get to know if you're going to be invited or not. Yeah, it's just prediction, but it's not, it might not be. So occupation ceiling, yeah, is a maximum number of invitation available for an occupation group during a migration year. The purpose of this is just to maintain balance across occupations. The truth of the matter is, in as much as healthcare professionals are needed here, but there is a way of balancing everything, like inviting certain number from each occupation group just to make sure that immigration is completely balanced. So invitation will depend on occupation. It will also look into the point score, the demand of that occupation, competition, and not just point alone. So all of these are put into consideration to ensure that someone is being invited. I know some people there are people that have 100 and something points, but they're not invited. So it's not just point alone. It puts into consideration all of this. So occupation with a strong demand, like high demand occupation, you have nurses, you have teachers, there are engineers, traders, healthcare professionals. So this occupation, even with low point, high chances of being invited. I have to say, even with low point, high chances of being invited, especially for nurses, because the demand for nurses very high in Australia at the moment. So and that is it. Then you also have to look at highly competitive occupations. So with this one, even with high score, people with 98 point, 100 point are still struggling to get invited. You're looking at accountant, ICT professionals, marketing specialists, business analysts, management accountant. I really have to say that sometimes it becomes really difficult for people in this occupation group to get invited because it's highly competitive. Yeah. So what derives invitation? So Australia prioritizes labor shortages. They also look at economic growth, regional development, essential services. So all of these are put into consideration to prioritize who is going to be invited. Um, and that is why anytime, any day, most of the occupation in the healthcare list we always be prioritized because yes. So invitation and prediction likely strong occupations to be invited. If nurses, they will always top the list. You're looking at teachers, engineers, trades, and healthcare workers. So these occupations, not just high points, they are highly in demand, and also they have like shortage of skills in this area, so most likely nurses will be invited. So we also have to look at regional Australia advantage. So regional pathways, we give you more opportunities, extra point for people who studied here in Australia that might change in the next financial year. They also have state nominations and faster pathways. So state nominations, apart from the federal nomination that is 189, you have the 190 and 491. All of this is just to augment the chances of being invited. Is 65 point enough? That is another question. Possibly, uh, we can augment your point through the regional pathways, the state nominations, and the in-demand occupation. 65 point may be enough for trades, occupation. It may be enough for nurses. It may be enough for courses in essential areas, but generally speaking, that is the minimum, not enough. A 65 to 85 point competitive, 75 to 85 point competitive for occupation. Well, there are better chances and then higher ranking. If you find yourself in this category, high chances of you being invited. And like I said, it also depends on your occupation. It is not just about the point. You also have to put into consideration the occupation of the person. Then what about 90 points plus? Where you start at a strong position, more competitive, better invitation prospect, and then higher ranking. Higher ranking, better invitation prospects, more competitive. If you find yourself in this score range, yeah, high chances of being invited. Yes, especially if you're in healthcare. That is it. Then how to improve your chances. So you have to increase your points, increase your English language score, more work experience, state nomination, partner points, and regional points. So all of these are just ways you can actually, increase your point and better chances of being invited in this coming financial year. How interesting that is. So just have to look at ways of increasing your points. And then my prediction for 2026, most promising occupations will be nursing, teaching, engineering, trades, and healthcare professionals. So these guys stand a lot of advantage for being invited. Thank you so much, guys. I hope I will see you in my next video. Until then, do have a fantastic weekend. And if you have any question, do not hesitate to call me because I'm always here to help. That is it. So call to action. What is your occupation? How many points do you have? Comment below. Please like, subscribe, and share so that next time when I release a video, you are being notified. So I hope to see you in my next video, guys. Until then, do have a fantastic day and just plan ahead for the next financial year. All the best, guys. Bye.